Well, it has been a wacky weekend for lights in the sky. Last night, our phone started ringing after many of you spotted these mysterious lights. This video was sent to us from a viewer in Gilbert. The light showed up around 7. It lasted until about 7:30, blinking off and on, even zigzagging across the sky. Chandler police say the lights were from planes that were dropping off skydivers.
It didn't stop there, though. This morning, another unidentified object was seen floating around. Rob, I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation for all this.
You know, and there usually is, Mark and Lynn Sue. And, 6 o'clock this morning, we had about a dozen calls come into the newsroom. Lots of people said, hey, I see something in the sky, and then the photos started to roll in. And this is what a lot of them look like. So to you and I, maybe it doesn't look like that much, but in a big blue sky, this thing just sticking out there, people were really curious. What is this thing? So we enhanced it and blew it up. And this is what we could see. You could sort of see this sphere, but it sags down at the bottom here a little bit, and then you could see something dangling out from it, and then something at the bottom. So immediately in my mind, I thought, hey, this is probably a weather balloon. This is what an actual weather balloon looks like. You can see the same sort of shape. It sags at the bottom. There's the string, and then there's the instruments. Now, this is rather small. You know, compared to a person, it's big. But once this goes up in the sky, because there's less pressure, it actually expands. This will become 20 feet across. But the issue with the photo and everything coming in was the timing. The weather balloons that we launch with the Weather Service and everybody else, across the country, they happen about 4:30 in the morning. This one was at 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning. After some more research, this is what we found is what it was. This is a research balloon, and just to show you the size here, this is a truck. So these things are much, much bigger, and they tend to launch these things for big experiments. So where did this one come from? Unbelievably, we found a GPS locator with this. This is where it launched, way out in eastern New Mexico. It drifted up a little bit, hit the jet stream, started going off east, and then it came all the way back here over to Arizona. So I'm going to show you this little flight path here. Unbelievable facts with this. First of all, it launched here from Fort Sumner out in eastern New Mexico. It went up 110,000 feet in the sky. That's higher than the jet stream. If it hit the jet stream, it would keep moving away from us. So then it drifted over 400 miles, and then the balloon popped. One of our viewers said he watched it with binoculars. A big parachute came out because the sensors with this that I could find with this particular experiment weighed about a ton. The parachute let it drift down, and this is roughly where it landed here. You could see east of Florence and south of Superior. So that's roughly where the remains of all those instruments are going to be. So just an interesting sort of day. There's lots of mysteries out there. This one was pretty good this morning. Back to you.